What's up, y'all? Black Smoke Customs here. So this is the blue and white truck that I posted a couple days ago. I've got it all stripped down, cleaned the metal. So we're going to assess what needs to be done to the metal so we can go forth. I've buffed it with a buffing wheel on my Dremel. So we have this here was where your tanks were. That's going to be cleaned. This area right here needs some sanding. All this needs sanding to smooth it up, clean it up, because it's kind of rough. Of course, our motor points will have to be cleaned out. With these areas here, I usually take a drill bit the size of this, clean them out. We got a port here that's going to be cleaned out. Our hood pins where they mount will have to be cleaned, and our bumper joints will have to be cleaned, and I'll sand this. So this part of the frame has to have some work. There's another point here that's got to be cleaned. So that part of the frame is going to have some holes drilled out. On the frame, we'll have to come in here and sand this, clean the top, and clean this side and clean underneath. There's some glue residue that did not come off that will have to be addressed. We got to come in here and clean all of our suspension points, get all them clean. And also something I like to do just to give it a cleaner look, which it really don't matter, but I like doing it, is right here there's some meat on this frame, and I generally come in here with a Dremel and clean this so that the leaf spring is all that's showing here. And also at this airbag and all this, I'll clean all this up and try to take some of this out. Also in the back here, I'll do the same thing. There's just some material there that on both sides I'll remove. I don't know if I'll take anything out on this one because it'll be hidden by the fenders, but I just like taking this off. It just looks a little cleaner. So that'll have to be dressed on the rear part of the frame. On the front suspension on the leaf springs, we have glue residue here and here. We'll have to clean that. There is some pieces here that will have to be cleaned. Let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see that. Right here, this area right here needs some attention just to give it a smoother profile. On the cab, I have to get with the customer, but I usually like sanding all the lights off and filling in the horn holes and doing away with that and having a smooth look. We'll also have to come in here and clean up underneath where the roof cap goes, just to get that area clean. Our mirror points will have to be cleaned. Also, they will get filled because this will get custom built mirrors. The inside is fairly clean. There's really no areas that really need any attention. We'll come on the back, other side, on the passenger side, go through and clean all that. Another thing I'll also do is on the stack points where they pinned, those holes will get cleaned here and here, and there and there. They'll get filled because we're going to be putting aftermarket stacks on. The bunk is in good shape. It turned out very well. The die cast is in very good shape, no issues. So may come up here with some sandpaper just to smooth the top, because I see some, you can kind of see how it's it's smooth, but just to get a better finish on the roof cap, I'll come in here and do probably like a 1000 grit just to kind of smooth it. The hood There is some places, kind of like the top of the bunk, will need attention. Also, something I will look at, the hood pins that was with it was in rough shape, so I will probably put a solid rod through here. But once I start mocking everything up, I will check the hood to make sure when it's dropped onto the cab here, and this fits like that, that everything is lining up smoothly and in the areas it need to. The front fenders, they're in good shape, no issues. There is a little bit of a, you can see it right in there above my fingernail, that there is kind of a step. So that will get smoothed down also on all that. So all of our die cast is clean. There is very few issues after getting it stripped. Nothing that isn't normally needs to be done. So we'll get all this addressed, taken care of for the customer, and get all the holes cleaned out, get everything filled where it needs to be filled, get the frame back together, get the suspension back underneath it, wheels and tires on, and start figuring out in what direction the stance need to be, the length needs to be, and so forth. So I just thought I'd show you these little areas. Also, never mind, I was thinking them holes need to be addressed, but on the cab, but that's just where the visor went. This will get a custom visor. It will be lowered, bumper, it'll get a set of stacks on it, and just a few other odd and end parts. But so that's the gist of this build so far. The white and green truck is in paint now. Hopefully I can get it finished up tonight, get it cleared. I've got another project I'm working on that also is in the drying booth. It will have to start getting wet sanded, get it, any body work that needs to be done after the primer dries. We'll address a few issues on it, and we will get it in color and try to get it cleared before Monday morning. So that will do it for this video. Catch y'all on the next one.